Yes, I should say something about the three presidents. Since I was assistant to. When a new president would come, they'd say, "Who's that sitting in there?" And they'd say, "That's your assistant." Fortunately, they all found me acceptable. But Harry Newbern, as I say, I had known a long time, so we were very close. John Schwada, of course, I had not met before. He was, as I did mention, a very good budget person, very sharp individual, but one who never was close to or appreciated by faculty. I think a lot of faculty expected to see John Schwada standing down by the fountain, and they might drop by and they'd chat a while. Well, at a school as large as this one, that's really not workable. Some faculty would say they can't get to see the president. Well, I was right there, and I knew that was not true. Anybody could get to see the president. You have to make an appointment, but they get to see him. One of the things that he did not do, he didn't get out enough on campus. He concentrated too much on the office and people off campus. I probably, as I look back on it, should have done more to correct that. I got him to reserve time on his calendar for that purpose. And he would sometimes get out and, you know, if a president or a dean or a vice president or whoever walks into some guy's lab and starts chatting with the researcher, that's really important. I didn't get him out enough. And he was, I should have forced him probably to improve that situation. Russ Nelson followed Schwada. Schwada was here 10 years. Russ Nelson was very faculty oriented. He was a good administrator, but he was almost in many senses more like a faculty member than an administrator. Therefore well accepted by the faculty, and he demanded near perfection in many things that I did. Little things that, I always prepared the board agendas. Well, I'm telling you, what I thought was a pretty good board agenda would come back from him all marked up. And I'm a pretty good writer, or was. And, but there were some backup missing perhaps, or whatever, but he was very demanding. That document, when it finally got out, you couldn't find anything wrong with it. But he was that way with reports and so forth. Very, not demanding in an ugly way, but he had very high expectations. And he had me do some speech writing for him, which I enjoyed a great deal. Well, he was very much committed to, as were all of them for that matter, but I think he was more effective in his push for quality in faculty, teaching and research. He was a good person, good president.